Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Angelica's Tarot and Manifestations. I'm Nerita, and in this video, we will be discussing about what's coming up in February, the month of love. So, before we get started, let me tell you one thing. By the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a very powerful technique to manifest love, and let me light the candle because I want to cleanse this space before we start reading. Candle lit. Before we start, I would like to tell you that in this video, I'm going to be giving you a very powerful technique to manifest your love. Okay, so if you have been in a relationship, if you are in a relationship, or if you want to manifest someone in your life, in both the cases it will work, because if you are with someone, then your relationship will improve with them. You will find a lot of harmony, a lot of happiness in your relationship. That is something that we all want in the month of February, especially because it's the month of love. Not just Feb, every month is for love, but for Feb specifically, this will be working for you. And if you want to manifest someone, like there is somebody in your mind with whom you want to have a good relationship, or maybe you are in a no contact situation and you want to make them come back to you, so even then it will really work. And this manifestation technique has helped lots and lots of people, because before even I learned it and I used it, I heard it on internet only, and then I tried it, and then oh my god, it was so good. It really helped me, and then I shared it with my clients and people who learn manifestation and tarot from me. So it has really done wonders. Okay, but that is something I'm going to tell you by the end of the video. So in the beginning of this video, let me tell you what all you can expect in this video. This is going to be a very powerful tarot spread for February, and first of all we will be checking what is the overall energy for February in terms of your love life. Then we will see what is coming in love for you. If you are in a relationship, then what you can expect in your relationship, and if you are looking for someone or maybe want to get into a relationship, and if you're single, so that will also be valid for you. So what you can expect coming in love. Okay, and along with that, I'll also tell you what can be challenges or blockages that is going to be presenting itself in the month of February. So when you know about it, you'll know how to deal with it and what you should do about that. Okay, and then along with that, I'll tell you the guidance of the universe, what is universe willing to tell you. Okay, and also manifestation message. So let's get started. Let's get started with what is coming up as the overall love energy for February, the dominant energy for love in February. This is going to be a collective reading, so take as it may resonate. The message that will be resonating with you, just take that, okay? And if it doesn't resonate with you, then don't take it. So before we get started, let me tell you, channel your energy, alright? If I'll take two cards to check your current energy. So what is the current energy of the viewers watching it? The Tower. Okay. The current energy shows that you are um, maybe okay. Alright, so see, the current energy is showing that firstly the Tower card and the Nine of Wands. तो इससे दो चीज़ पता चल रहा है. पहला कि आप हो सकते हैं किसी रिलेशनशिप में रहे हो जहाँ पे आपको पास्ट में यू हैव बीन थ्रू अ लॉट. ओके, आपको कई सारे चीज़ें यू हैव टू एक्सपीरियंस. मे बी यू वर इन अ रिलेशनशिप वेर यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ यू नो distance, cold energies, heartbreaks. Maybe you are in a relationship where you're not feeling very connected with your partner, and you are actually going through a phase really trying to understand where you stand in the relationship, what you actually mean to this person, what does he actually feel about you. If you're a female, then I'm telling you. If you're a male also, just take the gender, otherwise I'll consider female, but if you're a male watching, it's valid for you too. Okay, so what does he actually feel for you? Does he really like is he willing to fight for this relationship? Is he willing to fight for you? Is he willing to fight for your love? Does he really care about you that much? Is it one-sided? Okay, so you are probably asking these questions. Something has happened inside of you that has shaken your grounds. आपने मैं देख सकती हूँ कि पास्ट में भी कई ज़्यादा चीज़ों को आपने मतलब वो किया है, आपने इस चीज़ों को फेस किया है, कई सारी चीज़ों से आप गुजरे हो, जो चीज़ यू हैव बीन थ्रू अ लॉट, यू हैव experienced a lot of things in the past also, but you did not give up. Like you have been holding strong. There was a lot of resilience that I can see. All because you have been hoping for the Ten of Pentacles. You always wanted to have a family with this person. You wanted to have a happy life with him. You wanted to have a balanced, stable life where you are in love with each other, building things, growing things together. Having loyalty is very crucial. You want somebody who's loyal to you. So with someone you can have children and growth. With someone who you will be taking care of your old parents, right? It's a long term thing that you're looking forward to. But right now the current energy is you're questioning things. Okay, that is coming. Is it really worth it? Does this person really want you? Are they actually very loyal to you? Do they also want the same as you want with them? Will they go to any extent for love? Or are they sure about you? Okay, so that is like a current energy. So if you're resonating with this message, then this video is for you. All right, so let's see what is the love energy for February. What is the love energy for February? And I made this nice spinach drink today for self-love. Self-love is very crucial, and also the color green is extremely good for the heart. So I've been fasting. I've been like fasting, so my spiritual energy is pretty high. When you fast and connect with God, your spiritual energy is very high. Kali Ma, please give me your guidance and tell me what is the overall energy for February. Wow. See, the card just flew. Kali Ma, please tell me, give me your guidance. Why is this energy coming? What is the reason behind this energy? Ma, please give me your guidance and tell me what is the reason for this energy. Okay. Ma, please tell me how can this energy be solved? What should be done to solve this? Okay. Okay. Ma, please tell me more guidance about what is the overall love energy for February. What is the overall love energy for February? What is the overall love energy for February? Okay. I'll just tell you all the cards, okay? What is the overall? So now till now, 4 of Swords have come, the 9 of Swords have come, and the Devil has come. Why is this happening? Is because of the Wheel of Fortune, and what you can do to fix this is given with the 10 of Cups, the Hangman, and the 7 of Pentacles. Please, Ma, give me guidance for February's love energy. How can we move to a happier energy? What can be done to move to a happy energy? What should be done to move to a happy energy? What should be done to move to a happy energy? Ma, please give your guidance. What should be done to move to a happy, loving energy? What should be done to move to a happy energy? What should be... What should be done to move to a happy energy? What should be done to move to a happy energy? What should be done? What? Please clarify the Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Okay. My God, the messages are very powerful. So the current energy that is coming for the month of February is given with the Four of Swords. So this implies that a lot of you, some of you, a lot of you might be feeling very anxious at night, not feeling like sleeping. You will not be able to sleep properly at night. Basically, your sleep is disturbed. Why is your sleep disturbed? Is because you have been taking a lot of stress and tension about things. Okay, you have been worrying about a lot of things, and that is creating a lot of disbalance in your system. You know why? It's given with also the devil, because these are the negative thought patterns you have. This is your negative thinking, bad habit. This is your bad habit. You think of love more as an attachment. You're not connected with the energy of love in a way of liberation. Love is about peace, liberation, happiness, joy, fulfillment, trust, surrender. Okay, most of it is to surrender to the universe. When you try to control things, it and you start thinking, what if this happens, what if that happens, what if he is into someone else, what if I'm not good enough, what he likes someone else, what if there is a third party, this and that. Then what you're doing is you are destroying your own energy, and because of this destruction of your own energy, you are going into the nine of swords. So you can see from four of swords, this person is sleepless at night, but still he can still go off to sleep. If he can still go off to sleep if he just surrenders to God, and then he says, God, you take care, and he can sleep. But he's thinking more and more and more, so it's going to nine of swords. So the worry is increasing. It is because of the bad, unhealthy patterns. You have to understand this. And why this is a wheel of fortune? Because um, God wants you to come across these situations. God wants you to understand that you do have these negative thought patterns in you. Because, see, before what comes in love, what is important is your own energy is fixed. Okay? If you as a person are not in sync with your good energy, with your higher self, then no matter who you are with, you'll never feel satisfied and happy. That satisfaction and happiness always comes when you yourself is feeling, happy and satisfied. It's not going to come from outside. It's an internal thing. It comes from inside. From outside, you will never find a perfect person. There is no one who's perfect. There will always be flaws. There is no situation that is perfect. There's always going to be something or the other that will be worrying you. But how you deal with it is an internal thing. So you know what? You don't have to worry. How you can fix it is given with the 10 of cups. Just change your thought patterns into what you want, and that is of this happy thing. Like how you can enjoy right now. Just think of the celebration. The 10 of cups is coming for you. There's going to be a lot of celebration even in the future for you. You'll have children, you'll have a beautiful home. Okay, there's going to be a lot of stability. So why worry? There's no reason for you to worry. Okay, um, the perspective needs to shift. With the hanged man, your perspective needs to shift. You need to see situation in a different manner. You should not think, oh my god, there's a lot of delay happening, lot of time taking, how will I make so much money, how am I going to take care of so many things, when will I reach there, how will this happen. Okay, so these are all your negative thought patterns. You have to understand that's the devil. See, what does the devil do? It just plays with your mind, right? Because when you surrender to God, you don't have to worry. It will be taken care of. But you need to understand that. So you have to change the perspective. See, the hangman is coming. You have to change your perspective from the 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. You have to stop worrying about how, when, slowly things are happening. It's not happening at the pace I want. How is this going to happen? How is that going to happen? To, oh my god, I'm so excited. Life is going to be so happy. I'm going to have everything I want, and I'm already aligned. Things are already working out for me. I attract love. I am love. My body is becoming love. So all I give is love and all I feel is love, right? So when you are in that happy loving energy, you just feel love. You can't enjoy love if you are not feeling love. You become love to feel love and to have love and to attract love. So for that matter, you would give your partner also love, but to give that love, you will have to give yourself also the love. It's crucial. Okay, so take bath, have lots of water, hydrate yourself. That mental peace will be coming to you once you start connecting with your own energy. That mental peace and that happy feeling will start coming when you start enjoying yourself. Okay, that is very important. Now, why is this happening? It is happening because there is some real transformation required within you. The death is saying that you need transformation inside of you. It's not about someone from outside. It's about your internal transformation requirement. For you to be aligned with the 10 of cups, that happy energy of fulfillment, wish fulfillment, you have to have the internal change, because you cannot be worrying about this thing and that thing to enjoy love. Love is happiness, enjoyment, right? Commitment. You can't have an ego battle going on to be in love. He did not text me, I'm not going to text him. Why he did this, I'm not. That's not true love. That is not the pure essence of love. The pure essence of love is, it's very beautiful. There is no games in it. There is no ego in it. There is no control. There is no you and there is no me. The you and I just becomes one. You are me and I'm you. When as a collective you resonate together, then just imagine when you are a couple, how much in sync you have to be to have this thing. See, the heart is always made when both of the individuals are bending towards each other, and not like this. This is divergent forces, like a divorce. Ego brings divorce. Converging makes a heart. See, like this. Okay. So, I understand. Sometimes it's not easy, because if you are being the person who is like willing to, um, bend, but the other person is playing games with you, it gets tough. But trust me, you have to be in love with yourself and with your own energy, and you have to let go of your own bad habits of overthinking and trying to control situations and trying to, um, you know, feel negative about things. Now, with the Six of Swords, it shows that you need to go somewhere. It's required. In the month of Feb, either you will be going somewhere that will bring the transformation and bring you to the happiness. The travel is required, shifting is required. You need to shift somewhere, you have to go somewhere. You have to maybe take your own place. Maybe you have to move in together. It's required. Okay, so I think I've covered almost all the points, but still I would like to see what challenges or blockages are coming. Okay, what challenges or blockages are coming that is creating this Four of Swords energy? What challenges are coming? I've already done a very elaborated reading. What challenges are coming? Oh my god, wow! The challenges are the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Two of Cups, bottom of the deck, and bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. You know what is the real challenge beneath is the Five of Swords. Stop, Seven of Swords, sorry. Stop lying to yourself. The ego is a lie. The games you play is a lie. That's not real, because that's not love. So that is a challenge for you. How you connect, that's the challenge. How you connect with your internal emotional inflow. See, it has to flow within first for you to flow it outside. So you're asked, I'll tell you, breathe in a particular manner where you connect with your prana inside. Okay, just hold your breath, squeeze your stomach, from the base, squeeze it very hard, and then breathe in and try to push it upward. Try to hit it over here on the head. When you do it, you will channel a column which is the pran, which is inside. When you do that, your the emotions that you've been holding on to from the past, it will be released. Because sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, for decades, what happens, you keep storing in your energy, you keep storing your energy, and it goes on the base side, like on the lower chakras of your body, the solar plexus, the sacral, and your um, root chakra, muladhara. It starts accumulating your suppressed emotions of guilt, specifically your guilt. Whatever you do, maybe you don't tell anybody what you're feeling guilty about, but you're feeling guilty about something. Your fear, the fear of abandonment, fear of loss, lots of fear, fear of the future, fear of not having enough, fear of lack, many things it can be. So these are all from the past. You're carrying so much burden with you from the past that you are not able to evolve as the new person that you're meant to be. And for that, I'll tell you the simplest, easiest technique is connect with the prana. The prana, see the kundalini, if you say, but I don't want to use the word kundalini because it is the dormant serpent energy inside of you. Now, the dormant serpent energy, in terms of scientifically, if we speak, if you just push, if you just squeeze your stomach, breathe in, try to touch with your finger, touch on your head over here. Scientifically, if you want the explanation, it can be explained very easily by the Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza's book by the Supernatural. It's very beautifully explained in it. You should read it, or you should watch it. Also in his website also is given. All the scientific explanation has been given in it. It kind of pushes your prana to the top. So what happens? Your upper chakras get activated. All the emotions that you've been holding on to, it gets released, and it is crucial. That is the challenge you have. The challenge is you have to connect with your heart. You have to connect with the love. You have to connect with the pure flow of joy, of emotion. That is a challenge for you. You have to connect with the King of Cups energy, the romantic man who is willing to buy flowers, bend down on his knees, letting go of his ego. Now that is not going to be possible if you're holding on to your past suppressed emotions of guilt, of anger, of frustrations, of these are all lower vibrations that is pulling you down. And this is your challenge. Your challenge is to actually be happy, not just laugh and speak to people with a smile on your face. I mean, of course it helps, but internally feeling that it's like a state of orgasm in the brain when those emotions are released. It's so beautiful. It is generated with Kundalini yoga. It is generated with a lot of breathing. When you breathe and your brain is just filled with so much of I don't know, there's something neurologically, something happens in the brain, and the brain is in a very happy space. So just try to squeeze your stomach, your abdomen, your pelvic, and try to breathe and push it upward. Should go here. Okay, so do that. It will help you to connect with your happiness, because you will be in a much refreshed space. You are not going to be holding on to energies that is not in alignment with you. It's not where you should be. And the Two of Cups is a challenge for you. Two of Cups as a challenge would determine that equal participation, willing to be, as a man, willing to be giving to your other half the respect and seeing them as your other half. As a woman, just being confident in your man, not trying to control or want, but just be feeling that person you are interested in is just your other half. So they are going to be resonating the energy that you emit. So focus on your own energy, because when you focus on your own energy, it automatically sorts half of the thing. When you're energetically connected, the magnetic field around you attracts. So when you're continuously taking from your magnetic field, we all have electromagnetic field around us, right? So when you're continuously shrinking it, you are not magnetic. You're in a lack energy, so you can't attract. To attract, you would have to expand it, right? So you will have to understand that it's totally happening from the cell level, from the cellular level, from your thought level. It's getting a little scientific, but tarot is just giving you hints to understand, right? These are just tarot is just a way by which universe and spirit guides, they communicate with us. Baki, you have to apply your own knowledge to understand a lot of things. Different people will have different interpretation. I hope you're liking mine. And the guidance from the universe, how you can attract love or strengthen your current relationship, how to attract love or attract the current relationship, how to attract love or strengthen your current relationship. What is the guidance? The Emperor. Focus on your own stability and do not get too stubborn. Both the things. You need to focus on grounding yourself. Go walk on earth. Work on your root chakra. Work on your fears. Yes, see the Four of Cups. So this energy of 4 is coming. Self-care is also important. Four of Cups is when you are unhappy about so many things. Probably it's because you're not willing to see what you have and appreciate what you have. Just the way things are, just appreciate it. If you want something else, it will be that. But first of all, get into the attitude of gratitude. The more grateful you are, more things you will attract. And you should also spend a lot of time in your own self-care. Right, one more card is the Eight of Cups. So 4 is 8 and then 8. Oh my god, this is so powerful. I need to take some. Guidance from your universe is let go of your ego. You are very powerful. Stop feeling sad about things that did not work out in the past. You really see what I had already channeled it, right? So I had already said, now the cards are just reconfirming it. You have to totally let go of the past. Whatever has happened in the past, just give it a break, just forget it. Get in your own energy. The Queen of Wands is the bottom of the deck. Get in the creative energy. Try to flow. Try to give. Be very joyful, creative, powerful. Believe, affirm it. I am powerful. I am magnetic. I am the creator of my own life. I am grateful for all the things I have in life. I let go of things that did not work out. Anything, situation, places that has taken my energy, I bring my energy back to me. I claim my energy. I bring my power back to me. I am claiming my power. Because the Eight of Cups shows something in the past had hurt you. And the guidance from the universe is you have to let go of that. Like really let go of that. Because the more you do not let go of things from the past, it is really like stopping you. It's creating that, it will create in the month of February more stress for you. But this stressful thing is the devil's game. That's what it is saying. So whenever you are stressed and you're not able to sleep at night, understand you're under the devil's attack. Because the moment you surrender, you will be in the King of Cups energy, very happy, very, very much in love, very much willing to give love, not in the energy of Five of Swords or an ego battle. Why does a man bend on his knees? If he has so much ego, he can't. That's the King of Cups energy. That's the matured energy of love. Why is a woman able to create? If she's in a sad energy, she can't. So that's the Nine of Cups energy when she's happy. So is the happy going to be coming externally? Yes, but it starts within. So primarily, the main focus should be your own mental heart synchronicity. When your heart and your brain is in sync, is coherent, your magnetic field becomes strong and you are trapped. When your heart and your brain is not in sync, your magnetic field is very low, because you start taking from your magnetic field, it starts shrinking and you get into that low energy. So that is the transformation you have to seek. Now a special message for manifestation. I'll take a special message for manifestation. Okay, I hope you have been liking the reading. It's been very powerful and I absolutely love channeling the messages, because it was so powerful with Ma Kali's blessings and the universe's blessings. The cards are like so wow. What is the message, manifestation message? Oh my god, wow. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever you've been going through, it's all coming to an end. Confirming it with the wheel of fortune. You were supposed to go through this. You have been through it. It had caused you a lot of sleepless nights, like we have started from the beginning, moving into the Nine of Swords. But you're moving out of it. See the Six of Swords, you're moving out of it. So the end is coming close. Okay, and this is going to be, the answers you need are coming. So see, all I've been also channeling so many answers, right? Maybe via this video you have been getting a lot of answers too. So let's see what is it saying. I'll just read it also. Full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that the effort is required. Okay, so work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you are prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be called to face reality. Whatever situation you are asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. So you are asked to prioritize your personal life more, because this is supposed to be a love reading. So we are not discussing your professional life right now. Okay, for that I can make another video. Release control and trust the universe. As I just told you, you have to release the control. The four of swords and the Nine of Swords is coming because you are not willing to release the control. That is what the devil is showing. The unhealthy pattern to control things, to overthink. Okay, a professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. See, hard-nosed, the Five of Swords, these are the problems. You should not let ego come in between your love relationship. It's just a big no. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. So personal and private life. Personal life is what? The life that you share with your own self. That is your personal space, your personal life. So that's what I said, right? You have to give yourself the love. That is a challenge. Ace of Cups and King of Cups and Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups. Your energy field has to be magnetic. You have to fill yourself up with the love. You have to rectify your auric field. You have to, shower yourself with the love. How do you do that? If you the breathing pattern that I told you, it will help you release it from your gut. It will help you release it from your root chakra and your lower chakras that has been holding your emotions. So that really is going to help you. So definitely try that. And you can go to Dr. Joe Dispenza's video also. It really is very helpful. It's time to stop fearing the worst. Okay, so stop fearing the worst. That's the thing I told you. The root chakra is holding what? Fears, guilt. These are the problems. This is the devil. You have to let go of that. Understand that you are having the power to do it. All you have to do is just squeeze your abdomen. Squeeze it, like really squeeze it. And then take a deep breath. Hold it for 5 seconds. And then leave. Do it again 5 times. After you do it, sometimes you will start feeling the difference. Just doing it like for 4 hours can make so much difference. Just imagine you do it for weeks. When you do it for weeks, you will feel extra powerful and energetic because you are going to release your held up emotions. And when you hold up emotions, fears and all, you cannot love. You have to resonate with the frequency of love to attract, to be love, to give love. Love is the emotion you feel. No one else from outside can give you love. They can make you feel loved, but you have to feel love. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you are asking a professional question. Okay, so if your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation, and this applies no matter when you draw the card. Make a plan is far better way of using. Okay, so this is showing that message from the universe is make plans. Basically it's asking you to make plans. Plan. If you're in a relationship, then plan activities with your lover, what all you want to do, dates you want to go to. Doesn't have to be fancy, it can be small dates, but it should reciprocate. If you're in a relationship, it should be two people doing it, not just one person. And you should talk about it. There should not be ego battles for it. You should be the Nine of Cups energy. Laugh, smile, enjoy. Okay. Now I'm going to be telling you. I think if you have come till here, then by the end of this, I wanted to tell you a powerful love manifestation technique. Okay, so for this, you will need a rose quartz crystal like this, a rose quartz crystal, a pink or red candle. So here I have a white candle. You need a pink candle or a red candle, a journal or a piece of paper like this. You will require a journal or a piece of paper and a perfume, a rose essential oil. Rose oil is very good, okay, for all these things. So sit in a quiet place, hold the rose quartz in your hand, close your eyes and take deep breaths and say aloud, I am open to receiving pure unconditional love. Love flows to me effortlessly. So you're putting your intentions, set your intentions first, that you are willing to receive love. Okay, then on the paper write, I am beautiful, fulfilling relationships with someone who loves me and respects me. I am in, you can write it down, I am in a beautiful, fulfilling relationship with someone who loves and respects me. Light the candle and visualize. Light the candle and imagine yourself surrounded by a pink, glowy love, glow of love energy. Just a pink, glowing love energy. And if manifesting a partner, then visualize holding your partner's hand. Maybe you're walking on a beach, laughing, or being deeply connected, deeply connected. If healing, imagine love filling your heart and washing away past wounds. So healing is crucial, right, to enjoy love. So when you're healing, imagine that the pink energy is just washing away all the pain. It's just washing away. Okay, speak your desire and then feel it. Read your affirmation loud as we just discussed it, and then feel the love. Place the rose quartz over your heart. Let the energy flow into you and then place it under your pillow or carry it wherever you go. Just 1 second. Blow out the candle and know, let the universe know, keep the affirmation paper. So every day I'll tell you a bonus tip also. Every day tell yourself, I am love, I attract love, passionate and healthy love. Okay, and you can also wear jewelries made of rose quartz like this, the crystal bracelet like this. You can go to loveenjoymanifest.com to get authentic crystal bracelets that are charged. So when I send you these bracelets, it gets charged with like moon water and a lot of affirmations that we do. That's the extra special thing. They are not just sent, it's like coded. Okay, and okay, so I hope you liked the video, and if you did, then please subscribe to the channel, and I would love to hear from you on how you manifest and what you do to bring your love closer to you. I hope the justice is done to you and you get the um, love of your life. And I hope that if you have been betrayed or hurt in the past, then those emotions are washed away from your system and you are again ready to receive love, because you don't have to like carry the burden of the past to be in love. Just be the wanderer, the explorer, to enjoy and be connected with the youthful energy, the spirit. It's very crucial, and you are going to grow. I see a lot of growth coming in for you. I hope you like the video. Stay blessed. Lots of love. Bye.